We've all read in the New Testament how Jesus loved to heal the sick. And one of the sick that he constantly healed was leprosy. Throughout the whole New Testament and the gospel, Jesus is healing lepers left and right. And their faith is what's setting him free. But have you ever wondered how leprosy was healed before Jesus walked the earth? This is found in the book of Leviticus, chapter 14. God actually gave a law and rules for how to heal leprosy. And it's brilliant. So what it is, and I'm going to give you the 99-cent version of what happened. Leviticus 14, if you want to find it for yourself. What would happen is the priest would take two birds. They would kill one bird over a vessel, and the blood and the water would flow into this vessel. And then they would take a piece of cedar wood, a piece of scarlet, and a piece of hyssop, and a living bird. And it would put them together, they would dip it in the blood, and they would sprinkle it 7 times. So a lot of people don't read the Old Testament because you read that and you're going, what's going on here? But when you think about what they're saying, there's only one place in the Bible that those 3 things are mentioned together. Cedar wood, scarlet, hyssop, and let's add blood and water in there. There's only one other place that's mentioned in the whole Bible, and it's at Jesus' death. Jesus, when the Roman soldiers mocked him, they put a piece of scarlet around him, and they said, "Behold, the King of the Jews," and they mocked him. That's the scarlet. The hyssop, when Jesus was hanging there on the cross, they took a hyssop plant and they put a sponge on it, and they stuck it up to his mouth because he said, "I am thirsty," and he refused to drink it. Cedar wood is obviously the cross. The bird that was killed, the blood and the water were to be captured in a vessel. Jesus' blood fell down from the cross, and they also took a spear and they put it in a side, and it says that water flowed, blood and water. And the priests of the Old Testament were to take this piece of cedar wood, this piece of scarlet, this piece of hyssop, and dip it in the dead bird's blood and water, and even to put it on the living bird. And they were to sprinkle that on you. And then there was a lamb, an atonement sacrifice that was supposed to be given for the forgiveness of sin for the leper. What they were really doing was teaching people about Jesus Christ. Leprosy is healed in the New Testament by Jesus Christ. Leprosy was healed in the Old Testament by Jesus Christ. The stories are identical. One, you know his name. One, it's a ritual, but you don't really understand why it's happening. Jesus died on a cross. A hyssop plant was put up to him. Scarlet was thrown around him. He was mocked. He bled. They took a spear, put it aside, blood and water flowed. Is exactly what healed the leper in the Old Testament. Every story in the Bible is about Jesus, whether it's the Old Testament, whether it's the New Testament. We as God's children need to re-examine the God of the Old Testament. It is Jesus. And he's telling us 100 times over, it's him. It always was him. And when he showed up to his own rejected him. He came to them. He was there the whole time teaching them secret, intimate things of himself, about love, about hope, about inspiration. And they rejected him. How great is it then that God has given it to us, the Gentiles, that we get to praise his name, we get to honor him, and we get to know him, and he gets to be our personal God. So I want to go back to Leviticus 14. That's also in there. You'd have to go to the leper's house after that. And what they did is they took out a stone. Now, a stone throughout the whole Bible is a person, or it's Jesus himself. A stone was taken out of his house, and then a new stone with new mortar was put in the leper's house. That's the gospel, and that's the Holy Spirit was put inside the house, and the leper's house was called clean. Isn't it funny that I can pick up the Old Testament and the story is about Jesus Christ? When you read the Bible, every stroke of every pen written by every man inspired by the Holy Spirit points you towards Jesus. If you're not seeing him in the stories, you need to wonder, Lord, why am I not seeing you here? It's him every time. Leprosy was cleansed in the New Testament by Jesus Christ. Leprosy was cleansed in the Old Testament by Jesus Christ.